Hello and good evening. Today we are going to explain a little bit about experiment 3, which is liquid penetration test. Now the first thing is the learning outcomes. At the end of this experiment, the student should be able to learn the methods of liquid penetration test and able to detect the defect of the material such as scratch and crack. Number 2 would be the equipments. The first equipment is metal specimen kit, cleaner liquid spray, penetration liquid spray, and developer liquid spray.
Safety and help for liquid penetration test. First, make sure the student follows the laboratory or workshop safety regulators. Second, experiment must be conducted by lecturers or experienced lab assistants. Next, always know the hazard associated with the materials that are being utilized in the lab. Then, always wear appropriate protective clothing. Next, never perform unauthorized work, preparation or experiment. For this, next, be familiar with the location of emergency equipment, fire alarm, fire extinguisher, emergency eye wash, and safety shower. Know the appropriate emergency response procedures. Last, safety precaution when using liquid spray. Do not inhale the fume that came out from. Lastly, safety precaution when using liquid spray. Do not inhale the fume that came out from the liquid sprayer, and make sure that your skin is not in contact with any liquid from this test. It might be corrosive. Theory for liquid penetration test. Non-destructive testing is the process of inspecting, testing, and evaluating material, components, or assemblies for discontinuities or difference in characteristics without destroying the serviceability of the part or system. In other words, when the inspection or test is completed, the part can still be used. In contrast to NDT, other tests are destructive in nature and are therefore done on a limited number of samples rather than on the materials, components or assemblies being put into service. These destructive tests are often used to determine the physical properties of materials, such as impact resistance, ductility, yield, and ultimate tensile strength, fracture toughness, and fatigue strength. But discontinuities and differences in material characteristics are more effectively found by NDT. Today, these destructive tests are often used to determine the physical properties of materials such as impact resistance, ductility, yield, and ultimate tensile strength, fracture toughness, and fatigue strength. But discontinuities and differences in material characteristics are more effectively found by NDT. Today, modern non-destructive tests are used in manufacturing, fabrication, and in-service inspection to ensure product and reliability, to control manufacturing processes, lower production costs, and to maintain a uniform quality level. During construction, NDT is used to ensure the quality of materials and joining processes during the fabrication and erection phases. And in service, NDT inspections are used to ensure that the product in use continue to have the integrity necessary to ensure the usefulness and the safety of the public.
Procedure for this experiment. First, clean the surface of the specimen using the cleaner liquid. Besides that, see the defect that occur on the surface. Let the specimen dry. Next, spray the penetrate liquid at the same surface. Let it dry, and then spray the cleaner liquid for the second time to clean excess penetration liquid on the specimen surface and let it dry. After that, spray the developer liquid on the specimen and let the surface dry. Next, the defect can be seen on the surface of the specimen. And lastly, continue procedure from 5.1 to 5.4 to other specimen. Result for this experiment. For specimen 1, the result is whole and can see the red dot defect indication. For the experiment 2, the specimen the result is whole, crack and the red dot defect indication.
Discussion of this experiment is list the advantage and disadvantage of the liquid penetration test and discuss the application of the liquid penetration test. Advantage: the method has high sensitivity to small surface discontinuous. Aerosol spray cans make penetrant material very portable, and penetrant material and associated equipment are relatively expensive. For the disadvantage, only surface breaking defect can be detected. Only material with a relatively non-porous surface can be inspected. The inspector must have direct access to the surface being inspected. The application: inspect of the tool and dies during manufacturing and during using. Inspection of weldment or conclusion for this experiment is deduce a conclusion based on your learning outcome. Liquid penetration testing is a versatile and powerful technique that offers valuable insight into the quality and integrity of various material. That's all from me. Thank you.